Druze, home, philosophy and religion, religious beliefs, Druze, religious sect, alternate titles, Darazi, Druze, Duraz. By the editors of Encyclopaedia Britannica. View edit history. Druze, also spelled Druze, Arabic plural Duraz, singular Darazi, small Middle Eastern religious sect characterized by an eclectic system of doctrines and by a cohesion and loyalty among its members, at times politically significant, that have enabled them to maintain for centuries their close-knit identity and distinctive faith. The Druze numbered more than 1 million in the early 21st century and lived mostly in Lebanon, Syria, and Israel, with smaller communities in other countries. They call themselves Muwahhidin, Unitarians. The Druze faith originated in Egypt as an offshoot of Ismaili Shi'ism when, during the reign of the 6th Fatimid Caliph, the eccentric al-Hakim bi-Amr Allah, ruled 996-1021, some Ismaili theologians began to organize a movement proclaiming al-Hakim a divine figure. Although the idea was probably encouraged by al-Hakim himself, it was condemned as heresy by the Fatimid religious establishment, which held that al-Hakim and his predecessors were divinely appointed but not themselves divine. In 1017 the doctrine was publicly preached for the first time, causing riots in Cairo. This religion developed from the Ismaili Shi'ism, a philosophical movement based on the Fatimids, in the 10th century, a period rich in culture. This religion did not seek to change mainstream Islam but to create an entirely new religion, influenced by, among other things, Greek philosophy, Gnosticism and Christianity. There were two main actors in his early years: the pious Fatimid ruler Tariq el-Hakim, 985-1021, also known as al-Hakim or al-Hakim bi-Amru el-Law, leader in the name of Allah, was an Ismaili caliph from Egypt who is believed by some to be a true incarnation of Allah. The Persian immigrant Hamza ibn Ali ibn Ahmad was the main architect of this movement. It was Imam Amza who was the first to publicly announce that Hakim was more than an ordinary human being. The Druze live mostly in Lebanon, although there are also small communities in Israel, Syria and Jordan. Large communities of expatriates exist in the United States, Canada, Latin America, West Africa, Australia and Europe. They speak Arabic and follow very similar social patterns to other Arabs from the region. Most Druze consider themselves Arab. There are an estimated 2.3 million Druze worldwide, and most of them are in the Levant or the Eastern Mediterranean. However, some estimate the total Druze population to be around 450,000. Feeling as a strong member. 9 out of 10 Israeli Druze say they have a strong feeling of belonging to the Druze community. In fact, about the same number, 93%, say they are proud to be Druze. But when asked whether the Druze identity was obtained because of religion, culture or ancestry, 8 out of 10 said it was because of ancestry or culture. In comparison, more Israeli Christians, 31%, and Israeli Muslims, 45%, said being Christian, Muslim was primarily a religious issue for them. Rarely interfaith marriage. In the survey, less than 1% of married Israeli Druze said they had a partner or partners from outside their religion. For the Druze in particular, this lack of interfaith marriage may also be a reflection of the history of the community. Since its founding in the 11th century, the Druze tradition has been officially closed to outsiders. Since the ban, the Druze population has continued to exist solely on the basis of continuation of the previous generation. In fact, for more than 4 decades, the Israeli military has had a major Druze infantry unit called the Harav, or Sword Battalion. This is in contrast to Israeli Arabs, who are exempt from military service. Druze women are not required to serve. Share similar views on a two-state solution to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Meanwhile, 42% of the Druze said a way could be found for the Israeli-Palestinian conflict so that they could live together peacefully. 51% Muslims, 45% Christians, and 43% Jews also take this view. Only 18% of the Druze said the two-state solution was not a viable option.